Hello all of you. Today we are going to play with variables in Python. Play is right word? Yes, because we will do some more experiment with the variables. So let's start. So I'm going to open Python. Simply click on start button and start typing Python. So it's my Python shell open. Now I'm going to write simple 10 plus 5, so output is 15. Yes, print. Next one is I'm going to write something in print functions. So print, in that print function, like a hello. Okay, it's also working. Now I'm going to create one variable. Okay, try to create a, some error is there. Why? Okay, again I'm going to write a is equals to now 5. Okay, so now it's working, a 5. Now I'm using the same with print functions, print a. Okay, same output is there, no problem. So in this cell we can directly write on the variable name. Okay, so there is some rules for the creating variable. Our variable is a memory space reserved and allocated to store our values, like that. So there is some like a is equals to 5. It means the right side value assigned to left side, and the between the equal sign is called assignment operator in Python. In the language it's called assignment operator. Okay, now a stores some value in the RAM. So there is one blank container is open on the RAM, like it's one container created in RAM and the value is 5. So whenever we use that particular space, we have to write a. A is our variable name. Now I'm going to create one more variable, like a is equals to 10. So one more variable create here, the same variable. Yes, same variable is there. So only container value is changed. There is a no more container is created in this. So a is equals to 10. Now I'm going to do same all the things in the practical. So a 10. Now previously a is 5. Now a now 10. A is a 10. So the value is overwritten. We can overwrite any value of the variables. A1 is equals to 5. Then enter. Okay, it's created successfully. A and a1 is a different variable. Okay. Now 1a, why it's not created? Okay, we will try another. 1a is equals to 5 again. So we have to understand the rules of variable, like rules to create a variable. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore characters. That's why it's not created. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. This is also another point. Next one, variable name are case sensitive, means the smalls are different and capitals are different. Okay, there are some examples also there. So we will do all the things with in our Python shell, do all the things in the practical. Okay, now I'm going to create. So as you all know, case sensitive language. So a 10, now capital A 5. So it's the same variable or different variable, a5. Oh, it's a different variable. You can see that. Okay, so it's case sensitive. Now it's proof to run this command. Okay, after that I'm going to create another variables like that age. So in age, no, we will start from name, not age. So I'm going to name equal, now in the double quotes I'm going to write my name Pawan. Okay, so in the name variable I have entered Pawan. Age, so age is 30. Simply I'm going to write 30. Now percentage, so I'm not got more percentage on my school and college time. So simply I will write percent first time, write percent. So always 60 65 more than for me. So I'm going to write 65.5. Okay, now enter. So now there are three different variables, name, age, percentage. Now I'm going to write or check the type of that variable. So there is a one function type, or I'm going to check. Oh, name type is string. Okay, now type again age type is integer. Okay, next type, percent type is, so percent type is definitely float. Okay, so float. So according to our data, the variable created or data type, according to our data, the variable created or change their data type, like that. A is equals to 5, simple, A5. Now B is equals to, I'm going to write double quotes 31. So 31 it's numbers, so it's must be integer. No, why? So because whenever you will use double quotes, the type is string, like that. Type B is, it show string, so we have to convert that string to integer. So I'm going to write B is equals to int, or and the int I'm going to write B. So now the finally we change B type. I'm going to check B 31 and type of B is integer. Now I can do arithmetical operation with A and B. So 36. Now it's working fine. Okay, you can understand that things what happened with that. It's a best example to learn the variables, how to variables operate and how to variables are going to change. Okay, in programming language we can change variable type in anywhere, whenever we read, whenever we need. A is equals to C1. So what happened with that? Now there are 3 variables created and the same data type, same data, like A, B, C, that's all the. Now I'm going to plus all the things, A plus B plus C, so definitely I will got 30. Okay, so we'll do, or we will perform some more tasks with the variables. That's why I'm saying today we are going with variables, we are going to play with variables. That's why I'm saying, because we are doing so many things with the variables, and with the help of that exercise you can easily understand the variables. Okay, now A is equals to hello. Okay, hello friends. Okay, so hello friends. So what is the type of A? Definitely string. Before we have seen that type A is a string, definitely. Okay, so we will do some more things. A is equals to 5. Now the type of A right now, it's definitely integer. Now and data is also changed. So again I'm going to A is equals to, I'm going to make string again, because we have to do some exercise with the string. Okay, so A, okay, hello friends. Now it's fine. So I'm going to do some more exercise with the string. Okay, so if I'm going to write A, or in the A there is a 2, so what happened with that? It's not a 1, it's L. Okay, now I'm going to again write 2. So you can understand that 2 means I'm going to print L of the indexing value. It's the indexing value. 2 and 3 is the indexing value. 3 also L. You can see 0 is H. Now 4 is, you can see 0. Okay, O. 4 is O. So whenever I will type the variable name or some specific number, A is a, so 0 is H. You can see that things. So whenever you want to slicing your variable, so you can use that particular things. Now I'm going to write A 2 and colon 2 colon, so there is a 2 colon 4 or 5, no problem, 5. So it means 2 to 4 there is a variable, 2 to 4 variable is printed here. Now what about the 5? Because whenever we will write the last value, so last value is not printed, like A 0 0 then colon 4. So it means the 3 values is printed, hell. Okay, now 4 is not printed. Whenever you will write, so there is a 1 less number will print it. Okay, so So now you can understand easily the indexing values. What is the meaning of indexing? Again I'm going to write a 2, so it means after that 2 colon and all the values will print it. Now next a colon 3, it means before 3 all the values will be printed, like that. So all you can understand the indexing of that, or we can say it's a slicing of the string. So it's a very useful things. And now variable part is finished. In next we will learn some new things. Thank you very much all of you watching me. Thank you very much.